Welcome to the Cat Conversation. I'm KJ, the Kitty Correspondent, and your guide to building a deeper bond with your cat. I connect you to the experts, the stories, and the little aha moments that help you truly understand your feline friend. Let's do this. Let's have the Cat Conversation. We are at the International Cat Show and Expo. I have to tell you, I'm so excited right now to be in the presence of this woman because I have been a member of the Cat Writers Association, and it has been such an amazing way to connect with other cat people. And Lynn, you are the president.
Yes, I am. For the last year and a half, I have been, yeah.
So let's talk about the Cat Writers Association, because I'll put that logo on things and people will say, what is the Cat Writers Association?
I know, and, that's inevitably the response I get when I mention there. People are like, wait, there's a Cat Writers Association? Well, yeah, there is. And what I explain it to is it's a professional organization for people who work in the communications industry whose work focuses on cats. And that kind of makes sense to them.
There's a lot more people than you think focusing on cats, which is great. Right?
Yes, I mean, we have over 200 members. We're getting close to 250 again. And so it's a wide variety of people, too. I mean, we don't just have writers. In fact, that's in our name, but we have broadcasters and photographers and artists and bloggers and just all kinds of really interesting professions that people do that involve work around cats. So it's really cool.
So this is the Cat Conversation, which is a TV show, right? My best writing is done on camera. And what we're trying to do is to entertain, educate, and empower cat people.
Right.
I'm sure that you get this too, and I want your story a little bit on why you love cats, is that you're talking to someone and they're like, oh, my cat's such a jerk, he pees outside the box, and you're like, no, we need to have a different conversation. Your cat's not a jerk. Your cat is hurting or communicating that they're scared. Like there's all these things that they're trying to tell you. So is that sort of at the heart of the Cat Writers Association? Are there some of those, that mission to educate people?
Absolutely. That's one of our missions, is to help kind of get rid of some of these myths that are out there. There's a lot of misconceptions about cats. They're grossly misunderstood. And so we really try to get around those and teach people the truth behind those things and why cats do what they do, and to try and get a little better education about there. And it seems to, some people, cats are a lot more popular than they used to be, so it seems to be working. There's a lot more people interested in them than there used to be, at least. So that's progress.
Right, and the interest is great. We want to keep having the interest, but we also want them to keep their cats. And when they're like, I don't understand this behavior, I think my cat needs to go back to the shelter. It's like, no, there's so many cool things you can do with your cat.
And we have several animal behavioral consultants who they're certified animal behavior consultants that are members of the CWA, and they're out there getting the word out, and their workshops and their material that they produce. And so, we're such a diverse organization, and it makes it hard to plan a conference because you got to have something for a little bit of something for everybody, and it's not always easy to do, but it's kind of cool. It's great that there's such a diversity of people that are interested in cat things.
Yes. Now, speaking of being interested in cat things, you would not be the president of the Cat Writers Association if you weren't interested in cats. So tell me about your cats.
Okay. I currently have 3. I have the Golden Boys, who are red mackerel tabbies that I got as fosters when they were 4 weeks old. And then I have Maddie, who was rescued in the middle of Hurricane Matthew. She was a 3-month-old kitten out there screaming her head off, terrified. And I had a bunch of friends from the beach who were staying with me during that hurricane. And they went running out the door, and man, it took them almost a day to catch her because she was so scared. She was running from them, but she was also out in the middle of a hurricane, so she was scared. And they finally got her, and she's still a little more feral girl than the boys because she was 3 months old. So it was interesting to me, that little window of opportunity you have. The boys were 4 weeks old. I always socialized them very well when they were little, so they're not afraid of people. People come to the house and they'll run up to them and greet them and, hey, how you doing? Want to pet me? Want to play with me? You know, they're wonderful with people. But Maddie goes and hides under the bed. So, you know, it's a really interesting lesson in when you need to socialize cats when they're young to get them to where they accept people like that.
Yeah, and that's, you know, one of the big things we talk about with fostering is that you can be a part of that. Same thing. We have some cats that have come from like that wonderful, perfect foster situation where they got to be with mama long enough and they got the socialization of a really good foster, and we have like one that just showed up that doesn't, and it's a huge difference. So like, fostering makes such a difference in setting them up to be the pets that you want them to be.
It does. It really does. And, you know, these were the first cats I fostered, and they were failed fosters, as the lady who gave them to me at the shelter knew they would be. I had just lost my little Vixen, who was my heart cat. She died at age 24, just a couple of weeks before, and I just couldn't come home to an empty house, but I wasn't ready to adopt again. But I could foster. I thought, you know, it's kitten season. There's plenty of kittens out there that need a foster. I could do that. She knew that I was going to take them, and so that's why she gave them to me. And they're my golden boys. They're fabulous.
Thank you so much, Lynn, for taking a little time to chat with us here and for everything that you do for cats and the people who are writing and passionate about changing that cat conversation.
Yeah, that's fun. Great, thanks. Glad to be here.
Thanks for joining us for another episode of The Cat Conversation. I'm KJ, your kitty correspondent, always happy to help you build that deeper bond you want with your cat. You can connect with me through KJ's Cat Club, go to kjscatclub.com, and if you enjoyed the conversation, leave a comment, give it a like, and make sure you subscribe to The Cat Conversation.